Our 5-minute feature, Agrobuzz, is now. So welcome. Now, citrus fruits such as oranges, lemons, grapefruits, and limes, and more, are an important source of vitamin C and usually recommended during the flu and cold season. But outside of their medicinal value, the local citrus industry is valuable to the Jamaica economy. Recently, Industry, Commerce and Agriculture and Fisheries Minister, Honorable Audley Shaw, toured the farm and factory of Tradewinds Citrus Limited in Bog Walk, St. Catherine. The farm and factory tour, organized by the Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, saw the minister observing Tradewinds Citrus Limited's pineapple and citrus operations, as well as the packaging of the signature natural juices. So, on Agrobuzz this morning, to tell us a little more about the industry is Peter McConnell, Managing Director for Tradewinds Citrus. Good morning and welcome to Agrobuzz, Mr. McConnell. How you do?
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It is our pleasure. Now, what do you estimate the value of the local citrus industry to be?
It's a fraction of what it used to be. My estimate would be between $2.5 to $3 billion at this point in time, but it's way down on its peak because of disease.
Oh, wow. So what is the current state?
The current state is that we're trying to rebound from a very deadly disease called citrus greening that has wiped out a large percentage of our acreage. I think what happens at Tradewinds would be mirrored across the entire industry, where Tradewinds is down to about 20% of our peak in terms of production, and our acreage is down to about half. So if you just look at that equation, our acreage is down by half, but our production is down by 75-80%. So the fields are much less productive than they were, and the overall volumes of citrus produce is way down.
So what hope is there for the future for the citrus industry?
Well, the hope is that we're going to have to replant. Tradewinds didn't plan for about 6-7 years because we weren't sure of the future. But we did a planting trial in May of 2017 where we planted 15 acres of citrus on irrigation. And I was so impressed with that 1 year later that I put in a new greenhouse that could produce enough plants to plant 100 acres a year, and the growth 1 year later of that experimental field is just remarkable. That's what I showed the minister and the delegation on their visit. And the 2-year-old trees are the size traditionally of a 4-year-old tree. So with irrigation, with improved nutrition and culture, the future is bright. The only problem is that it's very capital intensive and very long term.
Now, to be able to sustain in these difficult times, you must have had a wealth of experience. How long have you been involved in the citrus industry?
Well, me personally, I've been in the citrus industry since 1988. When straight out of college, I was working with the business. So you can do that math. What is that? 31 years that I've been in the business, and I've seen it, the highs and the lows, and we're certainly not low now, but I'm determined to rebuild it.
And the industry itself has many different aspects for Tradewinds Citrus. It's not just about for export. So give us an idea of the overview, the way Tradewinds, or what Tradewinds has been doing in the industry.
Well, the business was built vertically integrated, and we started just as a citrus farm, putting a fresh fruit packing house to prepare the fruit for sale both locally and overseas on the fresh fruit market. And then from that we started to make juice. Then we started to make frozen concentrated orange juice. We started our juice brands and started the filling and packaging of our juices in the wide range of packaging that we now offer. So Tradewinds Citrus is an example of a vertically integrated business that started as a farm and just developed up the value chain over over the last 30 years. And, and I think that's a great model for any form of agriculture, is that you have to move up the value chain to be able to be prosperous in agriculture.
And what's the next step for you?
Well, the next step, what I was showing the minister, is that because we've been hit very hard with the devastation of our citrus industry, we are rebuilding the citrus, but at the same time we are diversifying. So we've diversified our agricultural crops into pineapple with a 75-acre investment in pineapple growing, which is a first for us. And then we're also hoping to diversify into dairy products as well. So we're committed to agriculture. We think there's great opportunity for agriculture and agro business. But Tradewinds is diversifying and not relying 100% on citrus.
Understood. And we thank you for sharing that with us this morning. We appreciate it, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. That's Peter McConnell giving us a behind-the-scenes look at citrus growing. Of course, the citrus industry, very important to the economy, providing employment, exports, and local production for fresh and agro-processing markets. So let's continue to support our farmers by eating what they grow. For information on what's happening in the agricultural and agro-industry sector, please visit the ministry's website at micaf.gov.jm. And you know MICAF. MICAF.gov.jm. That's short for the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture, and Fisheries. You can also follow them on Twitter and check them out on Facebook. And listen again next week when we have Agrobuzz.